Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another one of our conversations here with Dan.
And Jed.
Yeah, good to be here. We've got kind of a quick question today.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how we address this one. But the question came in, is the book of John, so I'm assuming this being like the gospel of, not necessarily first, second, third, but
Right.
maybe both. Does the book of John that existed at the same time that it was written, and they said, roughly 100 AD or different things, is that the same one we have today, knowing that there's translations and et cetera that tend to change meaning over time?
That's a great question, and it really has a pretty simple answer. Some of our oldest manuscripts of John, the papyrus number 52, go back to around 100 AD. And we've got early manuscripts like the Bodmer papyri that are, within 100 years of that or so. And so the answer is that we do have the same book of John because we can go back and read those ancient manuscripts, and they say exactly what ours says. Now, translation, if it's really translation, will not change the meaning of the book of John. It will be the same as it was. So we could demonstrate all through the years, but to answer the person's question, the manuscripts that we have, the ancient manuscripts that we have, will never change.
Okay.
They are there, and whatever evolution of our language is happening, we can still go back to that same ancient book of John, and we can translate it into the language we're speaking now, and it'll be exactly the same book as it was back then.
So some of those earliest ones, like, are they like fragments and scraps and pieces, or do we get like a full copy of John pretty early on?
Some of them are fragments, but some of them are basically full copies of the Gospel of John. So, by the way, we've studied this before, but we have like 6,000 or something manuscripts almost that are available to us, and we compare all those, and it's a field called textual criticism. But the short answer to the question is you don't have to worry about us losing the Gospel of John or any of the other Gospels, because the ancient text will not change. And that's what's solid and will be the same from now on.
Yeah. And again, I think we've talked about this when we were talking about different Bible translations.
Right.
Different translations will hold to the exact wording versus the phrasing, but in all of those, a good translation, like you were talking about, will always be going back to that original text that
That's
we
right.
still have on hand.
That's right. So now if you're talking about paraphrases are not the same as a good translation. So as long as you're not using a paraphrase like the Message or the Living Bible or something like that, if you're using a New American Standard or a ESV or a King James or a New King James or what's the new Legacy Standard Bible, LSB, there's all kinds of them that
That's
are
a new one to me.
good translations. The NIV of 1984, any of those, you're going to find the same thing as was written in the book of John.
Okay. Good deal. Well, thank you for that question. We hope it's been helpful, maybe gives you a little more assurance. And if you've got any more questions like that, as always, send them our way. Dan, thanks for this one.
So that was easy peasy.
Yeah, we'll see you again next time.